Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. We have a preview of KOTR's, huge event, this one, sent to Coventry. This is Saturday the 27th of January in Coventry. Obviously, if you are in the local area, the Midlands area, go down to this. This is a crazy card. I'm going to go through every single battle. It's not going to be myself. It's going to be one of the most important guys in the KOTR scene. Recently had a great Battle Rap Resume episode. Great to have him back on. Bowski, how's it going, man?
Yes, Tom, how you doing, mate? Nice one, man.
All good,
yeah,
all good, man.
Man.
This card, is this something you're involved? I know you're battling on it. Have you been arranging it, or?
Yeah, well, it was Pest, the guy Pest, who's from Coventry, who wanted to do an event. Mickey sort of said, "Yeah, we'll do it," but then obviously Mickey's been having a bit of a break recently, so I kind of took over and set up the card with Pest, basically. So yeah, it's mainly my card, to be honest, pretty much. Okay. Apart from the three main events were already set up, and then I set the rest up.
Now, Coventry isn't too far from me, just in general, where I grew up and stuff in Birmingham. I mean, is it a hot spot for battling?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest, but there's quite a few people who've sort of messaged saying, "Oh, it's near me, that, so I'm going to come. It's going to be my first event and all that." So it might be one where there's not a lot of first timers to battle rap who wanted to go to an event, but there's never been one that nearby, or they haven't gone to the Birmingham one. So yeah, I've had quite a few people hit me up, so I'm assuming it's quite a few people interested, definitely. And obviously Pest and Dirty Walls and Menace are all Coventry people, so hopefully they'll bring locals with them. So yeah, I'm confident it's going to be a good night, man. Defo.
Do you know the venue, the Phoenix? Do you know it at all?
No idea, mate. No, I've never been Coventry. The only time I've been Coventry is when I go through it on a megabus when I'm going London.
Yeah.
Sometimes it stops at Coventry. It's always a bastard when it does that. I prefer the straightforward, straight to London one. But when it goes Birmingham and then sometimes it goes Coventry, that's the only time I've been through Cov. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's an all right place. I had a mate who lived there for a while, so I'm sort of familiar with it to a certain extent.
Well, it's a city of culture now, mate.
Apparently,
KOTR head of the curve again. You know what I mean? As soon as we announce an event, next thing it's City of Culture. So, they must have known KOTR was coming.
This is 3 PM till 9 PM, £5 entry. I love the fly. The fly is awesome. They're definitely very eye-catching, and it has where everyone's from as well. So we have from Chesterfield to Luton to Nuneaton, represent.
Yeah, that was, I think that was Dirty Walls' idea. Right. That he seemed to think that if you put where everyone's from, it adds a bit of spice to the battles. So yeah, we went with Dirty Walls on that one.
Okay, so we get Bombshell first of all, who's fan favourite, versus Loxy. I've not heard of them.
Yeah, well, people are always crying out for female battlers, aren't they? Everyone's saying, "Oh, come on, where's all the females at?" So Loxy is actually, well, you can tell by the name, she's actually a lady, a girl. It's actually Tidal's sister. So I've kind of gone out on a limb on Tidal. He said, "Yo, my sister's sick, bro. She's sick, mate. Honestly, let's give her a battle." And she's not bad looking either. She's pretty fit, Loxy, his sister. So we took two and two together. I thought, yeah, go on then, we'll give her a battle. And then Bombshell wanted a battle anyway. So I just thought, all female battle, good way to, might not be the first battle, to be fair, but it'd be a good, it'd be a good one. Hopefully, get a few views if it's decent. And yeah, great. If not, then whatever. It's taking a chance, but yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one. And Bombshell will do her thing anyway. She'll get 3 rounds out and do, she'll come out with some stuff, so she'll be all right.
Yeah. No, shout out Bombshell. I recently watched her versus GEE, which was pretty good battle. Wasn't it on your league?
No, I don't think it was.
Was it not?
That was that was all. Oh yeah, that was in Lancaster.
Yeah.
It's my event. Yeah, it was my event. It's my birthday event. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good battle. And then Tidal. Out of his sister's shadow, he's battling Problematic.
Yeah, it's a good old KOTR one. That they're both quite experienced on KOTR now. Basically, it's a battle where I'd hopefully one of them would step up and take the win, and then maybe move on a bit. Maybe to some better battles, because they're both quite young. They've both got potential. They both might not have met the full potential yet. So I'm hoping one of them will take the win and then maybe move on a bit. Tidal might get the win because he's going to have a lot of family and people there, but we'll see. I think it'll be a good one. The Problematic could be very good if he tries really hard. I think he could be good, but I don't know. He's a bit more of a grime sort of rapper rather than a battle sometimes, so I'm not sure. But we'll see though. We'll see what happens.
And he's always in these echelons of the card. He's still proving his worth. The man drowned, going up against Maisie.
Yeah, similar sort of battle to Tidal Problematic. They've both been around a little while now. Both have potential. Maisie's not a bad writer, but I'm just not sure about his voice and his rapping sometimes lets him down a bit. Drowned again, he's not a bad writer, but maybe not the best spitter. They both have room for improvement, but they're both like I say, another two young lads who again have something to prove. So I'm hoping I'm hoping all these battlers put in a fucking good shift for this event because it's kind of like an event where if they do well, then the last year of KOTR there's going to be some big cards coming up, and some of these can get on there if they start showing it. So yeah, another one, John versus Maisie, another close battle. Now,
the next battle is probably the one I'm most excited for. Blunt Ted told me about this battle when I had him on to talk about his event and his league. He's battling Joy France. Now, Joy France, who people aren't aware, quite a famous spoken word poet. She's done the nationwide adverts, etc. But I used to actually do poetry in Manchester for like a year in like 2014, and she was one of the big figures of the scene there. And, she was doing all the big events and stuff, and she's awesome. So it's like, anytime you see one of these poet people step into the ring, especially someone with her experience, this could be classic.
Yeah, it was a bit of a funny one, this one, because it isn't really something KOTR normally do. We don't normally do sort of matchups where there's a bit of a gimmick involved. Yeah. But I kind of pushed it through because, like you say, Joy France, she's having a documentary filmed about basically she's doing 60 things at 60. So she's a bit old. She's obviously quite old. So that was the thing that Mickey was a bit sort of, you know what I mean, bro? Fucking hell, what we doing? You know what I mean? What Mickey's like. But in the end, I sort of said to him, come on, we'll do it and see what happens. And if it's shit, then it's shit. But she's Joy France at the end of the day. Like you say, she's an experienced poet. She's quite well known. She's having a documentary filmed about her. So they're going to be documentary crew in the event as well. So that'll add spice to it. And I just thought Blunt Ted. He's kind. I didn't want to give her someone. I didn't want to try and get her a big name or anything because we didn't really want to have too many big names on this card. We wanted to keep it a bit of a KOTR card because they've got the birthday coming up and stuff. And I just thought, who could I give her who would be quite funny? And I thought Blunt Ted, at the end of the day, is a character, and him versus this Joy France could end up being a classic. It could be a train wreck or it could be a classic. So I thought, Blunt Ted versus Joy, we'll do that then. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah. I mean, as I said before, she is a real talent. Obviously, Blunt Ted is a talent in of itself as well. But Joy France can really write, and if she goes whole hog, then that's going to be exciting. Magic Mike is someone who everyone's talking about. Bowski versus Woe Betide. This one could be quite intriguing.
Yeah, I'm assuming who Woe Betide is
originally,
of course. Yeah. Callum Boom, yeah. So
I'm never going to forget.
I know, let's never forget Callum. Now, so Callum Boom or Woe Betide, as we'll call him, versus Magic Mike. Yeah, to me, it's battle of two characters anyway. I mean, Woe Betide is a character, but Magic Mike at the moment is the ultimate sort of character in battle rap. And he's getting better. Do you know, he battled Bard, and I tell you what, he was good. It was actually a decent battle. I mean, Bard won, but some people were saying Mike won.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't out of pity. It was like he was actually, he's got a performance and he's got something about him now. I mean, some of his bars are still a bit weird and some of them are shit, but the way he carries himself and the character and the funniness of him now, he's developing it and getting better. And I think Magic Mike might take it, at Coventry if he gets it right. But I've got a lot of faith in Mike, man. He'll always turn up and he'll always make people laugh. So he's someone good to have for a live event, defo.
What about Woe Betide?
Well, I think he's improved over the years since since the Callum Boom days and calling Impact a terrible black waste and all that.
Right.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
And then obviously the Yunnan and Chris Lee's thing where he got destroyed basically. Let's keep it real. But I mean, he battled Max Sherry and I think he was all right. And I think he's always had a bit of something about him. So Woe Betide might take it. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. Definitely interesting battle. That's why. I thought a good one to book basically for that event anyway, because Woe Betide's from Nuneaton, which is about 5-10 minutes away.
Sure.
So another local lad. So thought it made sense.
And I don't know much about Menace, Bowski, and you're facing him.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't. I have to be honest, mate. I remember it used to be called Real Menace, I think.
Right.
And he battled on Don't Flop a couple of times, or once maybe. He had a tryout anyway. I think his tryout was in 2012 when Hulk and them tried out. When the angles were all dodgy on the tryouts.
Oh yeah.
think he tried out then, if I remember rightly. Or maybe it was even earlier when Enigma and that tried out. But it's from that era anyway. It's from the 2012. But he wasn't killer crop. He was just kind of like bottom crop.
Right.
Standard crop. I don't know. But I'm going to watch some of his battles this week and start writing. He's another local lad. Apparently, he's pretty good now. He had a battle out recently on some league. And apparently, he won and he smashed it. So hopefully, he'll be quite good. So I'm going to check him out and get writing, and hopefully it'll be a good battle, that one, man. I'm only battling a few times, me, from now on. I just battled Riser, and that wasn't too bad, but I didn't try hard enough. I'm finding it hard to get the inspiration for actually battling. I'm more inspired to put on events, really. But I'm going to try for this Menace Kid. And hopefully, do well.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed on the flyer, actually, or at least on the link for the tickets, Tidal versus Problematic is repeated.
Yeah, there's actually I've got an updated flyer now without that on. Yeah, I just need to replace it with maybe get it sent out a few more times. But I'm looking at the one that's been updated. That's actually just the cover one as well. There's actually another one that doesn't have it, which is the proper flyer. So yeah, it's another KOTR classic.
Yeah,
it's not even KOTR who's done it. It's Peston. It's
right.
So it's like whoever we're getting affiliated with KOTR still messes up just to carry it going.
And then Mickey's going against Dirty Walls.
Yeah, I'm sure Mick's going to probably freestyle 3 rounds about him being ginger. Dirty Walls will probably try his very, very hardest and get the win, I would imagine. But we'll see. If Mick Dog can get a few hours together and write a few bars, then he could do it. He could beat him, but it'll be entertaining anyway. What the thing about Mickey is, 9 times out of 10, he might not be prepared, but he'll always make a battle entertaining in some way. And that's why he still gets booked, for big battles and stuff, because he'll always do something what people are talking about, or it makes them interested in the battle. So yeah, Mickey versus Dirty Walls. Dirty Walls is quite a good, not a bad writer. I mean, he took a heavy loss against me back in 2012. But we weren't really heavy. Everyone was saying he won on the comments, but I won anyway. So But Mick is Micking it, so it depends how well he comes with it. If Mick comes hard, then he'll win. But if he comes soft like a little virgin, then he'll lose.
And topping us off is Pest versus Bard. Obviously, everyone knows who Bard is. Pest not as well defined. I know it's his event and stuff like that, which is awesome. But how does this one measure up for you?
Well, Pest has been quite promising. He's had about 2 or 3 battles, and I think he's won. Every one. His last battle hasn't come out yet, unfortunately. But I think he bodied. I can't remember who's battling, but I think he bodied the guy.
Okay.
Won quite convincingly. So. Yeah, he hasn't necessarily earned Bard. If it was like an event, like you say, in Manchester or London or whatever, I doubt we'd do Pest versus Bard. But because it's his event and he's quite well known in Coventry, and he's like you say, he's on a winning streak of 3 in a row. He's got promise, so we thought, give him a good battle for his event. And Bard, Bard's one of our top guys, really, at the end of the day. So, and he's on quite a good run. He beat Magic Mike. I mean, Magic Mike's only Magic Mike, but he did well. He had a good battle. So, yeah, Bard versus Pest. It should be a good battle. I mean, Bard should win, really, if you think about it. But you might lose crowd reaction with it being in Coventry. And Pest could win because he's a good writer. He understands battle rap. He's one of them who gets it. You know what I mean? He gets it. And he's got his own style. So, it'll be a good battle, that, man. Pest versus Bard. Definitely going to be main event. And I would imagine, apart from Blunted, maybe Joy France, it's probably going to be the best battle. Most talked about battle of the day,
Yeah. Can't wait. I mean, always good to see Bard flex and sort of dominate on an opponent rather than sort of going up the title match sort of thing. Just him just battling someone who's in the rankings maybe in a year or so. So can't wait for that. Is there going to be a pay-per-view? I know KOTR isn't normally that.
No, but I've been thinking about pay-per-views and stuff, and I do want to speak to Mick about it. Maybe for the birthday event.
Sure.
Because I think this like verse tracker way of doing it, that what's the names are doing, aren't they? Chalked out and all that. That could be a viable option. I mean, doing your own is a bit difficult. I think. I don't think we have anyone. We don't really have a Bagnall who could probably whack out a pay-per-view in a day or so. You know what I mean? It'd have to be, and I've looked into it before. You have to pay Vimeo quite a bit of money to set one up.
Right.
So it's one of them. If we had a bit of spare sort of cash, then I'd probably do it. But I don't know. At the moment, I don't really have a spare 200 quid to set up a Vimeo at the moment. So yeah, maybe I'll speak to Verse Tracker and see what they're saying about the 4th birthday. But the Coventry one definitely won't have one now.
No, well, I mean, you know, more important then for people to go. It's Saturday, 27th of January, the Phoenix, 122 Gosford Street, Coventry. I'll put the link in the description to the tickets.
Yeah,
and all that sort
yeah.
of
If you
stuff.
got the ticket link, there's actually £3 early bird tickets. So if you're in Birmingham or the Midlands somewhere not far from Coventry, or even if you even London or whatever, and you just fancy a bit of a day out, £3 tickets at the moment, or £5 on the door. I mean, for that card, I mean, it's quite a decent card for £5, man. Like I said, there's going to be it's going to be a very funny day. Like you said, there's some battles there that are definitely going to be fucking jokes, and then there's a couple that are going to be bar fests, Pest versus Bard, Tidal, and you've got bars. There's bars there, and there's also a lot of jokes. And
Joy
KOTR
France
vibes,
is there,
basically.
so...
Yeah, I mean, Google Joy France.
Yeah,
she's,
seriously do. Yeah.
Like you say, she's quite a big name in poetry and that, so... She's filming a documentary, so you could be on TV if it gets. I don't know if it's going to be on TV, but it might just be online or whatever. But there's a documentary being filmed, so I reckon it's going to be good vibes all around, man. And I'll be there.
Exactly.
It's always good when Bowski's there. Mickey, you know what I mean?
All the guys, yeah, and definitely everyone listening, please pick up a ticket. Bowski, I guess finally, how do people get at you, like your Twitter, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, you can get me on Twitter at Bowski1. I'm on Instagram a bit now. I'm not sure what my Instagram is though, to be honest. But I'm sure you can find Matthew Bowski Sharp on that. And Facebook is Matthew Bowski Sharp.
All right. Well,
friend request me, send me an inbox, chat to me, whatever you want, man. I'm there. I'm there for everyone who wants to get involved in battle rap.
Yeah. Go support King of the Rollins, of course, as well. Subscribe to the channel. Watch all of Bowski's battles back as well. We actually just discussed on the show, I just did a 2-part 4th birthday retrospective review. We went through all the battles. Obviously we touched on you and Calcium Kid versus Mickey. And we were saying, like, the 4th birthday is like the greatest event ever, but probably the only sort of weird part of it that's still entertaining is, remember when Double L got involved with the sort of God stuff?
I know. We mentioned that in my battle rap thing, didn't we? Yeah, it's just the strangest thing. I think that was Mickey's idea.
Right.
Sure, that was Mickey's idea. He had it in his head that would be funny, and then obviously Double L just didn't really commit. You've got to commit sometimes. He didn't really. I mean, I don't think it would have worked if he'd have fully committed anyway. But he definitely didn't commit. He was kind of like, "What the fuck am I doing?" And it kind of come across like that. So it really didn't work. Yeah, Bowski, I'm God. I'm the God Bowski. Like, what the fuck were they on about, bro? No idea. But yeah, classic moment, man. I remember that. I remember that battle forever. Anyway.
Well, Sent to Coventry is coming up 27th. Bowski, as ever, it's been great. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, all right, Tom, man. You have a good weekend. Let the best of the weekend, yeah.